Sianne here with your daily mix, and I am so honoured and blessed to have in the whare Israel Starr. Welcome to Atiawa FM headquarters.
Thank you for having me.
No, it's an honour. We're just here to talk about our journey, actually, creating our
Wait, hold up.
Yeah?
First off, this is your first ever interview.
It is.
Is that right?
Yes, I'm so nervous.
Congratulations, I'm happy I'm the first.
No, it's cool. I'm actually happy that I get to do it with someone who's become my friend, actually, in the music industry. Yeah.
It's been an awesome journey these last, year and a bit? We've been working together?
Yeah, we've made some bangers, eh?
There's more to come too. We're sitting on some,
Sitting on some money.
So don't forget those streams up, hey? Get those streams up. So everyone go out there and go to YouTube, actually, because that's where we make the most. They give us the most amount of money on YouTube. So go there and stream up on YouTube.
Yes, I've seen a lot of controversial stuff about Spotify and stuff today. And I just wanted to know what your whakaaro are, because you're the most inspiring businessman in the music industry I have met personally. And I've
that's
gotten
nice
to know.
say. Yeah.
So what are your whakaaro on that?
Well, what specifically is about Spotify? I know they're up to something over there. I know one thing is that they so these AI, you can make AI songs now and you can actually get them licensed.
Right.
And so what's happening is they've got these mega playlists, these like classical playlists, these like alternative playlists, jazz playlists, and so they're creating AI ones themselves, Spotify as like an artist. They're making fake artists but AI music, and they're uploading those, so then they're not having to pay any royalties out to any artist. So that's why over the last 6, 7, 8 months, their share prices have skyrocketed and gone through the roof. So that's
Well, that's faking creation, eh?
And because they've got the power to, they've put in like a majority of the playlist is becoming AI playlists, and they're making their ones as the first ones that play, or the ones that go on next, if you put on like random and that. So AI, Spotify is up to something over there, and it's it looks like in the next 5 to 10 years it will probably have to shift somewhere else, or there's going to be a new model that comes in eventually. Yeah,
to take over.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts? I know that you like record players and stuff like that. You're real old school and traditional, and it's quite refreshing, actually. I really like when you put those record player things on. It reminds me of my nanny or even my mum used to own one of those, and the music that plays from those are, I think it's more authentic than anything, eh?
It is. I mean, I grew up on records too my whole life. So my dad had a huge record collection. I grew up in sound system culture, which was all records. So there's just something about like holding something, reading the back of it, and actually listening to a whole album front to back and trying not to skip it. Whereas today it's too easy to just skip a whole album. But back then, you'd kind of have to listen to a whole, even with CDs as well. But I think vinyl is just, it's just something to touch. It's tangible. It's a physical thing. And also the other thing is too, what they reckon is all the digital music that we hear today, when it hits our ears, is actually when they transfer it from a WAV file into a digital file, it becomes zeros and ones. That's what happens. It becomes zeros and ones, and then it blurts out a frequency that the computer has told it to do. Whereas when you listen to a vinyl, it stayed a WAV file the entire time throughout, from the person playing it to it being recorded, to then it going onto a vinyl reel, and then being pressed onto vinyl. It stayed a wave the entire time. So you're getting the purest frequency that you can possibly get from vinyl if it's done correctly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing something new every day,
and it's just nostalgia. That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
I've always liked having CDs too. I would want, love my own CD one day.
Did you used to burn the CDs back in the day?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, same. I was hard out on LimeWire.
Yeah.
I was on there.
Nah, my dad used to actually burn heaps of songs for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm that old that I used to do mixtapes.
Oh, that's
so this it's probably a bit before your time,
yeah.
So this is what, like late 90s, early 2000s. We used to make actual tapes, and so we used to record them off the radio, or you used to have a tape deck with two, and then like borrow a friend's like tape and then record it over. Yeah. And
that's some old school.
And we did CDs too. Man,
cool.
yeah. It was back in simple times, man.
Yeah.
So I wish the whole world could go back to those times.
Yeah, I guess what I'm trying to get at it as well, like to asking about those things is that that's like keeping its authenticity, and with the music industry and everything, everything's AI, electronic. It's always nice to meet someone who's quite grounded and knows what they're talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I've met you and I've learned heaps about you, and I think you're real grounded.
No, because I was brought up in it my whole life, so I don't know anything different, to be honest. It's not that and I don't have all the answers. I don't know everything. I have an opinion on everything. Just whether I'm right or wrong is a different story. But I think the music industry is, I like making music, but the music industry, if you're into business and you're into, the actual business side of things, then it can be fun. But for a lot of artists, it's maybe not something, because it essentially is that it's business. Not everyone's made out for business. So when you take something that's so pure, when you take when you create something and then you try and commercialize it, there's always there has to be a transition from being a creation into monetizing it, and in that process is where I think I've personally been able to stay as authentic as possible without, for lack of a better term, selling out. Or trying to mold myself or mold an image. And I understand it too, like you've got to have I think my problem always, and I think we've talked about this before, is that my messaging or my branding has always been quite inconsistent. It's not inconsistent. It's got a negative connotation because I've always been there, but I'll throw different things out. It's because I do different things, like when I won the Roots Award, the next year after that I was nominated in the funk category.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I do funk, I do hip hop, I do jazz, I do all these different things. And so I kind of told myself, I was like, man, I'm not going to worry about how I'm like branding myself or presenting myself, which I should probably do. I need to do it if I'm going to, and I suggest all artists do it, but I've been so like this, I'm the purest vinyl head, I'm the purest artist, musician. I just want to be like Prince and like just make all the crazy music, and it's not for everyone. But because I had a business mind and a business background and I kind of grew up in it, I was able to successfully navigate it without having to succumb to, you have to have the right brand, you have to have the right channels, you have to have the right this, you have to. So I've been able to, and my dad's been around since forever, so a lot of doors were open for me anyway. And so I've been trying to open doors for other people like yourself too, and other people as well. So that's what I do. I try and open doors because I got all the doors open for me to a certain extent.
I guess with working alongside you or working with you has been quite eye-opening for me, because I just enjoy the creative side of things, and then you're applying your business model and pushing everything. You're really good at getting things over the line, which I've thoroughly enjoyed.
That's my only skill. I suck at everything else.
No, you're pretty good. Yeah, all-rounder. But also just watching you be a papa as well, and finding balance between
well, full-time stay-at-home dad now.
Yeah.
For the next couple of months.
How's that going?
Oh, man, honestly, it's like I didn't realize. I thought it was going to be easy. I didn't realize how hard it was going to be, because I saw my partner Lana do it and she made it look so easy.
Yeah.
And so I thought, sweet, I can do that. Nah, it's like I was constantly, even to this day, bubbling under breaking point. I'm like constantly there. And it's not like you're doing anything hard, but it's
the power of a woman, no way, making it look easy.
Oh, totally, man. I got a newfound respect for all manawahi there, like all stay-at-home parents and stay-at-home mums and single mums. Like, honestly, it's kind of one of those things. It's like you've got to know to understand. You've got to go through it to understand it. And I'm in my late 30s now, and I'm only just getting it now. So big up to you. And why you need to like yourself for raising children, man. It really is one of the hardest jobs in the world.
It's the most funnest and most rewarding jobs, though, I must say. yeah, music's always been a great outlet too on the side. That's where I find myself happy. Yeah, that's my favourite outlet. So when we wrote Love Is All We Need, I think that was like my nawa yearning for what kind of love I would like. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, to be loved like.
Yeah, and you absolutely, like, this whole week I've been doing interviews and they've been asking about that.
Yeah.
What is the song about? How did it come to? And so I'm
well,
like,
it's very obvious.
Yeah.
Listen, whakaroho. No.
Yeah, it's a beauty, and I think when we were in the studio, you were able to match the lyrics quite well with the feeling or how the song was. So yeah, big up.
Yeah, it was fun. We made heaps of songs though together, and they're all cool, eh?
Yeah, no, there's some crusty ones. There are some crusty ones there, but we won't release those. But that's what it's like in the studio, right? Like you release, like you make 20, finish kind of 10, release 5.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's how I've always, because it's just getting the juices out all the time, mate. You know?
What's flowing.
What's flowing, and then something hits. But I must say though, you hit more than often than most people. I've worked with a lot of artists over the years, and not trying to, blow smoke up but I must say on live radio, you are one of the best ones, and to produce vocals as well, because I've produced some like people that just can't get it. You tell them do this or try this, and they just either won't do it, can't do it, or are just like quite confrontational sometimes because their ego is so involved in what they're producing. But with you, your ego is stripped right back, and you're, like a whiteboard that, or a play that I can go, okay, maybe do this, try this, and you're just happy to do it, and it comes out and creates magic. Yeah,
well, you definitely challenged me sometimes, laying like the vocals down and stuff like that. Like, that was flat. but I enjoyed being directed actually.
Yeah.
Because it gave me structure. Because in my head, vocally I could hit. Not blowing smoke up my own ass, but my vocal wide range is like very like broad, and to be able to just have someone direct it and zoom it in.
Yeah. Well, you look at both of our releases that we've had. Well, we've had 2 releases so far. And a third one, but all those the last 2 ones, we haven't even hit your high notes on those. None of them. The first one you did, there's that 1, but that's not even your highest note too. So,
no, you bring a soft texture to my voice.
Yeah, I was like, man, like let's let's use your actual tone of your voice and your the breath in your voice and the softness in it, because we all know you can belt it out easy enough. So I prefer that we use that sparingly and just come back to more songwriting, melody, and that type of thing. So, and then you can do your Mariah Carey parts later on, because it's vocal acrobatics, but sometimes we need just like simple.
But it was enjoyable having someone direct that, because just go a bit crazy there sometimes.
You do.
Shush. And anyway, what's up on the cards for you?
What's up on the cards for me, like coming up?
What you got on the...
Well, next month I've got a video clip releasing with my dad called Special Selection. So that's next, and then after that we're re-releasing my first album, 10-year anniversary this year. My first ever album, we're re-releasing it on vinyl. I got the test pressing last week. It sounds great, so that's coming out. And then after that we've got another vinyl releasing with 4 different artists from Jamaica and Africa, all on one track. And then after that, we're releasing an album, and more stuff. So, and then more of your stuff as well. So, it's just continuous. We've got pretty much the whole year is laid out up until like next February.
Nice. And do you have any shows coming up?
I got no shows coming up. I was supposed to be in Australia.
Are we going on tour?
We need to go on tour.
Actually, Noah was talking to me too. He was like, we should do some tour stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, maybe not. What do you want to do? And I
do
didn't reply.
It's been good having a little break. I think, we were both so busy over summer. And it's kind of good timing for me because I'm full-time at home with the kids now.
Mm.
So it's been good to, I'm not away Friday and then come back Monday, hungover, like, cause, I party when I go away too on that last night.
Yeah.
And so, I'm quite fresh for the Monday too. So it's been good not having these little guys. It's kind of been a blessing. I had a tour in Aussie, which was postponed because the promoter moved to Perth. And he was in hospital actually. So he's all right now. But, that was... It'll happen sooner than later, so we're going to be coming out. I know you've got a lot coming up too. I've seen that post, so which is awesome.
Yeah. I'm just trying to keep it down to like being a mum and juggling mahi and all of that. Got 2 jobs now. Who do I think I am? But like, I want to start putting once a month and just compressing them into one whole weekend. So I've got 2 shows on one night, and
awesome.
it's achievable.
Yeah.
You can do it.
If you can get it done, eh? And
I
mean, you're only 25 years old, like, you're so young. I didn't release my first single till I was 25.
26, mate.
Are you 26 now?
Yeah.
25, 26, You could have let that lie slip. Just let it go, man.
It's a lie.
But I mean, I didn't release my first single till I was like 25. So between the times when I was 25 to like 30, I was the same as you too. I grinded it out. I was doing multiple shows. For the first couple of years, I was doing like bar tab. Yeah, it's sweet. Whatever drinks you give me with the Pi sound system. We used to carry all the speaker boxes and everything. So these are real enjoyable years, I would say. These are some of my funnest years where it's not too much about money. It's not too much the kids are kind of, because I had 2 kids as well. My son's 19 this year. So I've kind of been in the same boat as you. And so these were my funnest times in my mid-20s, like this, partying, having fun, not worrying too much about money, but worrying about it. Yeah. But it's so, I think as you get older, your career, you kind of have to narrow it down and kind of be a bit more specific about what you do. But you because you can do so much, it's so open for you right now. It's so happy, and you're young, you got energy, and the kids are young too. So
you're saying enjoy this time.
Enjoy this time. Everyone says that. Enjoy the season. Really enjoy it. It's definitely an enjoyable time right now, and just try and be as present as possible because it just flies, man. It just flies. Next minute you're 30, and you're like, oh my gosh, I wish I could go back and do those again. And, because, it becomes more business as you get older. Right. I'm not saying that it's not now for you, but it just becomes more so as you get older and, and it kind of can take away from the fun a little bit. So, 25, 26 years old. Man, I wish I could go back to those times.
And
those are fun times. Live it up. And you work at radio too, so you can put all your songs on A-Rotate and get the royalties.
It's not all about that. But thank you so much for coming into the studio and having a kōrero. I've really appreciated it.
Your first one.
Yeah, you're my first interview. I had so much fun.
Yeah.
So coming up next, we're going to play our songs.
Play it, yeah.
Love is All We Need by Israel Starr featuring Sianne. Atiawa FM.